At Kaplan, we had this tradition where every Wednesday we would circle up and read the Metropolitan Diary out loud. The Metropolitan Diary, for those of you playing at home, is a section in the New York Times where they print cornball only in New York tales like this. Dear Diary, this is a real letter. I went online and got this from 2 weeks ago. On a dreary, rainy, windy day last month, a number 31 crosstown bus is headed east on 57th Street. At Madison Avenue, the bus pulls to the curb, the doors open, and a potential passenger, a woman looking and sounding a bit frazzled, calls from the sidewalk to the female driver, "Are you 31? Without missing a beat, the driver calls back, "No, the bus is 31. I wish I were 31. Laughter all around, and a gray day is a bit less gray." Biggest laugh is the thing I didn't write, right? That's okay. Again, reading the Metropolitan Diary out loud, maybe not what they do at the cool kids table, right? But that's what we Kaplanites did every Wednesday without fail. And at the end of the reading, we'd go around the room and relate any celebrity sightings we might have had during the previous week. And as for what constituted a celebrity sighting, there was one simple rule enforced by Eric, the Emmy guy. Eric was this like flagrantly hip guy. I mean, he was so hip. Thank you. No, he was so hip. Thank you. He was so hip, he never laughed. If I cracked up the other 10 people in the room, say if I had a good line about Spock or something, he'd do this. He would be like, "That's funny. That's really funny." Does he not laugh at Stephen Colbert now? I wonder. So he never laughed, and he was never, ever impressed with a celebrity sighting. I could have told him that I saw Cindy Crawford and Richard Gere fucking in the bathroom at Nell's, and then joined in, and he would have had the same blasé reaction. Maybe he was half Vulcan. I don't know. Anyway, Eric devised the golden rule of celebrity sightings, a very logical rule, and that rule is this. It has to be a random, unplanned sighting. If you pay $1,000 for front row tickets to the U2 concert, it doesn't count when you see Bono up on the stage. If you see him in the bathroom afterwards, then it counts. Like, I once saw Janine Garofalo walking in Washington Square Park. That counts as a celebrity sighting. I worked for the program board in college when we had Adam Sandler on campus, and I wound up playing basketball with him. That counts as a famous person meeting, but not a celebrity sighting. And yes, he did kick my ass in basketball. It's good. Which opens a whole new can of worms. The 5 famous people I met, and the 5 best celebrity sightings, not the same list. In fact, unless you see Matthew Broderick on the street and follow him to the smoothie store and go up to him as he's about to burp down his carrot juice and say, "I think you're the best comedic actor of all time," and then flee in shame before he can reply, like my wife did when she first moved to New York. Actually, he was very nice to her, but that's it. Anyway, there's very rarely overlap between the 2 lists. To wit, 5 famous people I've met. Don Imus, Adam Sandler, David Spade, Jake Johansson, Brady, it pains me to say it, Bradley Cooper. Yep. 5 best celebrity sightings, Ian McKellen, Ted Kennedy, Kevin Bacon, Dick Clark, Cindy Crawford. Not at Nell's and not fucking Richard Gere, unfortunately. Although she and I did. Now, my original plan, and the whole reason I wrote this, was to detail my 5 best celebrity sightings, but Kimberly threatened me with kazoos if I ran long, which might happen anyway. So if you want to hear the stories, you can read the extended blog, or just ask me at the bar later. Everyone knows that we're going to 119 bar after this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they do now.
They do now.
Okay. It doesn't matter, though, because I have no overlap, no encounter that counts as both a celebrity sighting and a famous person meeting. But my brother does, so I'm going to tell you his story. My brother is 32. He actually turned 32 yesterday, which makes him 5 years younger than me. He's an ER nurse in a busy hospital out in the Jersey suburbs where he lives. He's also a big TV junkie. Old TV, classic TV, bad TV. Like, you ever flip through the cable stations and wonder, who the fuck watches reruns of Charles in Charge and Hunter? The answer? Jeremy Olear. Yes. So Jeremy's favorite TV show of all time is The A-Team. So you can imagine how he felt when who should visit the hospital one day, calling on a sick friend, not for any medical condition of his own, but Lawrence Turowd, whom you and I know as Mr. T. Pretty good celebrity sighting, right? But here's the thing, Mr. T, he kept coming back to visit his friend every day for almost a week. And my brother helped Mr. T. My brother shot the breeze with Mr. T. My brother had lunch with Mr. T. My brother met Mr. T. On the last day, Mr. T showed up in the ER in the state of agitation we watchers of the A-Team remember well, like howling mad Murdoch had tried to slip something into his milk. Mr. T growled at anyone who would listen, "Where's Jeremy? Where's Jeremy? Where's Jeremy?" He wanted to give my brother a bobblehead Mr. T doll before he left for good. That's right. My brother is on tutoyer with T. So that's a celebrity sighting, and a famous person meeting, and, hello, it's Mr. fucking T! Eh? Even Eric would be impressed with that. And if he wasn't, I pity the poor fool. Thanks, guys. Live long and prosper.